Alright, here we are. Back with the Panther Clipper. And back for another stream to do some money making. So let me just make sure all the settings are good and all the sound is good and all that stuff. I think it is. Sound is good. There we go. Alright. And OBS is all good. Yeah. Alright. Nice. Quite a setup. Alright, so we are in the coal sector. So there's actually a pretty nice trade route right now. Let me see if it's still up. Yeah. So it's silver trade to the hub, which is not too far away. 9 light years, and it's a bauxite trade back. So it can make about 306 million. Which ain't half bad. We already filled up our ship completely with silver. We have 4.468 billion, which is nice because we only need 5.5. Now I must say I did sell a whole bunch of materials. Not materials, what am I saying? I sold a whole bunch of modules that I still had laying around. So like some random modules, really. FSD drives, all that stuff. But some of them were like 14 million, 15 million, etc. It was pretty crazy, actually. I just got an incoming message. Why? Oh, the Lynx Highliner is right. So I sent the Lynx Highliner here because I wanted to strip the ship. I don't want to sell the ship because this is actually one that I got for free, and I don't want to sell it because it's super cheap. It has 0 value inherently because I got it for free, so it's also free with the how do you say that? Rebuy cost. So I actually didn't want to sell it, but I'm gonna sell some of the items on it. Some of the modules, make some extra money. Alright. Alright. Hey, just cool. Let's go, man. Where do we actually have to go? The hub, yeah, that's it. I think something's wrong with the OBS chat overlay. Yes. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. Let me fix this real quick. Or not. Okay, maybe it's just the fact that I changed some things to it. There we go. Yeah, something was wrong there. Am I doing community goals? So I am not doing the community goal. Because off stream I actually did the community goal, and it just doesn't make as much money as I wanted to make. So I did quite some cargo runs on there. Okay, I have to go there. So let me show you. We did 6,474 units. So we're in top 25%, which I'm okay. 500 million? Then you did much more than I did. But this route that I do now makes around 310 million. Nice. Alright. This is gonna make a whole bunch of money. Oh, there we go. I always love these asteroid stations. I think they're so cool. Alright. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Today we're doing some more trading. We have about 4.46 billion, which is a whole bunch more than I actually had before. And that's because I did a whole bunch of trading, but also I sold a whole bunch of modules that I still had in my storage from years ago. So, you know, FSD drives, 6A, 7A, all that stuff. So it's like 20 million, 30 million there. So I actually made like 500 million just selling random stuff I still had. So that's pretty nice. I guess I should check in there and get back to trading with you. Yeah. So it's the Kala Union Gold 359 Sector MWHB123. That's where it starts. And it's a silver trade. And then you bring back bauxite, which is pretty nice. 306 million an hour. So if we keep doing this for a bit, we should be able to buy a fleet carrier this week, which is nice because I did the math. I just need 5.5 billion roughly for a fleet carrier. So I'm going to grind approximately 6, but knowing me, I'm probably going to, you know, stop before that and cut some corners because that's what I do. So I don't know. I might sell some more stuff here and there. I still have like a whole bunch of ships I could sell in theory. Because after this, once I have the fleet carrier, all I really want to do is just go exploring for a very long time after the operations land. So the operations are coming. I'm going to do operations, then I'm going to do a whole bunch of exploration. It doesn't really matter. I don't really need all those big ships. Alright. That's 40 million right there, and then we buy the bauxite and we go back to where we came from for another 30 or something million. At maximum capacity. Alright. So right now we are... Yeah, I think... Shoot. Yeah, that's the one we need to go to, I believe. The B3, right? B3. Wait. Let me just copy it just to make sure. Yeah, okay, we got it. Oh, I love the Clipper, man. Look at that. We're almost at Elite 4. That's how much we've been trading. At the beginning of this last stream, or the stream before that, or the video before that, I had like Elite 2. The start of Elite 2. We've been going crazy. Let's sell some stuff from the Lynx Highliner when we get there. And then we'll see how much money we have. And I think we should have then. Let's see. So I think we should have like 4.6 billion. So a fleet carrier is 5 billion. But you also want to buy other things on it, right? So you want to buy outfitting, you want to buy repairing, you want to buy refueling, you want to buy... I want to buy Vista Genomics. I don't really need Universal Cartographics. Why was attacking me? Security force attacking me. This happens sometimes, you know, because I'm a hostile here. Somebody... Oh. Okay, this guy is really aggressive. That's why you equip shields, guys. Oh no, 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 no. Not again, not again, not again, not again. Not again. Oh my god. Oh, you must be kidding me. Come on, 4%. Oh my god. Yep, and that's exactly why we wear shields. Yeah, silver trade's been good. Awesome, man. 7 bill is the rule. That's true, because they also keep in mind that, you know, you need to have enough money to be able to, you know... Oh, this is so stupid, dude. Alright. Alright. So, you also need to keep in mind that you need enough money to be able to sustain the carrier. But because I'm going to play a lot, and because I'm going to do Vista Genomics, I'm not really going to keep that into consideration. And so I did the math. I need about 5.5 to 5.7 billion. So 6 billion should be enough. I'll have like a few 100 million left. And because I don't need Universal Cartographics. That was an expensive death, by the way. Like that's why I should have shields, but also I don't want to give up this cargo. So we just have to really get out of dodge here. Yeah. Alright. To be trading a character one deal, so just coming back to the game and I've played since before. No, you don't really need carriers to get these deals, because you could just fly here and get these this good trading route. Carriers do help a lot, though. You know, if you want, for example, you could fill up a carrier with silver somewhere for cheap. Fly over here. Wow. Fly over here and then do it that way. Universal Cartographics would be nice for a long exploration. That's true, but it's not going to be the main money maker necessarily, and it's like 200 million extra. So the question is, do I want to pay 200 million so that I can make 30 to 50 million and some ranking? You know, I'm gonna focus on ExoBio, so I might as well just keep all that data, and then once I'm back in the bubble, I mean, I appreciate that, but I wouldn't accept it either, because I really like doing everything myself. You know, I'm in a squadron, and the squadron bank is completely full, and they were like, "Hey, like if you really want this ship right now, like if you want the carrier, just take a few bill out of the squadron bank." And I was like, you know, that's cool, but I just really want to get everything. You know, I just want to make everything myself, because that's what the grind's for. You know, if you get everything without working for it, it's just not really. I don't know. It's less. For me personally, I like it less. But I guess I could put in a universal cartographics. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm pretty sure I could also put universal cartographics in while I have the ship. So for example, I could fly somewhere, do a lot of exobio, and then just put the universal cartographics in, and then... Pretty sure. That's the reason why I play Iron Man and RuneScape. I get it. I get it. I'm not even using tools. Party tools, just in-game stuff, pen and paper. That's awesome, man. The only outside tool I use is Inera, because it's just such an extremely big benefit. Like, it's such a benefit. It's such a massive benefit that... And also, like, Inera is, like, in my opinion, is already kind of... It's basically in-game anyway. They might as well make an Inera overlay at this point, because it's like the whole game runs on Inera. You know, everyone uses Inera for everything. Checking out systems, looking where to buy stuff. It's basically lore at this point. It's such a good tool. But yeah, other than that, I don't use anything else. Yeah, I another good example. I enjoy playing World of Warcraft from time to time, classic. So you know, Burning Crusade, that kind of stuff. And there's like all these mods that make the game a little bit more accessible. You know, for example, all the bags would be in one big bag, so you don't have to open all the bags, all that stuff. And I refuse to use them because I like to keep it the way it is, kind of vanilla. I just enjoy the games more when they're vanilla for some reason. Also, I haven't changed the lights on my ship. The the HUD lights. Because some people have them green or yellow or whatever, but it is yellow. I mean, green or blue. I prefer to just keep it the way it is. Welcome everybody to the stream. It's basically a chat stream while I do some trading, cargo hauling and stuff. Getting ready to buy a fleet carrier, and we're almost there. We're almost there. Technically speaking, 500 million, but in reality, it's probably going to be a little bit more. We could already, if we make this money, we could already buy the fleet carrier this stream, just for fun, and then we can always upgrade it later. I might do that actually. I'll have like 30 million left or something, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm kind of a purist in that sense too. I do use some add-ons though, but like, for quests and stuff. All right. Yeah, quest helper, questy, and DPS. Yeah, for sure. Same. Alright, let's sell this stuff. 29. Let's get the really quick. Wait, where is... Oh, of course. Okay. Well, let's do another trip then. Silver. There we go. I actually wonder. How much does the gold sell for? Because the gold's bound to sell for a whole bunch too, and the palladium. Let's just get those in, and then let's get some silver. Nice. I use EDDB. Use parts for trading. All right, you know what, Reptoid? That's completely, that's very cool actually. It's actually very respectable. Because you're right to an extent. It does make the game easier, and maybe it's not the way it's meant to be played. Maybe with Nera and all those tips and tricks. But I don't know. I kind of see Nera as like it makes sense in Elite in my opinion because it's like I kind of imagine it as like a third-party app in the universe of Elite, if that makes sense. It's like all the commanders in Elite, like they have like a third-party app to check out goods and wares and where to buy everything and stuff. It kind of makes sense to me. $100 million, dude. That's like nice. That's really nice. When I first started Elite, and this is like 10 years ago at this point, if not longer. No, longer, man. 12? I think it's 12 years. 11 years ago, probably. It took me like a whole year to get 100 million. It's also a different time. Economy was different, but still, like, it's... And that's cool. Hey, Secure Tom, how you doing? Bought mine 2 weeks ago, decided you buy it or you want it. You leave the system and add something, you have to find the system with the FC administration. Alright, thank you for the tip there, because I had no idea. Alright, so it is advisable to upgrade it before leaving then. Because in that case, maybe better to wait and upgrade it. Yeah, maybe better to upgrade more. But it's gonna be a month until I do the long exploration thing. It's gonna be like a whole series. It's gonna be my longest exploration I've ever done in Elite, and I have 6 series I think on exploration. Every year I do one, so I have about 6 of them, and the longest one I did was, let me just open this up real quick. So the first one I did, I went to the Jellyfish sector in a clipper. I had one where I went to the Coalsack Nebula, which I believe is this one. Lagoon, or whatever. I had one, I went there, I had one, went there. One time I went to Sagittarius A, and that's about as far as I went. So this time I want to take a Beluga with the Nomad ship-launched fighter, so the shuttle, and I want to basically take it like all the way over here or something, like just super far away, like maybe even Beagle Point, I'm not sure, but like far away. And I don't necessarily want to take my fleet carrier all the way there. I just want to take the fleet carrier like somewhere here, and then just do exobiology and then continue on the trip. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a crazy exploration trip. It's gonna be a lot of episodes. Like, I don't know, 20. A lot of streams too, probably, because that's the only thing I'm gonna do for a while. It's gonna be streams like this, but then with exploration, basically. Yeah, you're right. I should upgrade it before I leave. I should take a little bit more time. I should take a little bit more time in upgrading it instead of, jumping the gun. But then again, like, let's say I buy the fleet carrier in tomorrow or something, I'm still going to be in the bubble for about a month. Like maybe even longer. 2 months maybe, because I want to do operations and I want to do some other things before. Yeah, tritium is going to be a problem. But then again, like, at the same time, I'm not going to fly the fleet carrier all the way. I'm just going to fly it like maybe 2,000 light years, maybe 3,000. Like, I'm just going to fly it a few jumps, basically. And then from there, I'm going to take the Beluga and I'm going to continue. And then I essentially have this you know, like I'm already 3,000 light years ahead, kind of, and I'm gonna make some money there, and then I'm gonna continue to jump the journey. And then maybe the fleet carrier, like, I don't know what I'll do with it, but got a message. Links highliners. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna fly myself because this is the place I got shot last time. Oh no. Hope he's not gonna attack me. Because I don't know where the entrance is. Think I'm good? I think I'm good? Alright, I'm just gonna make my sick move here. Oh! Nice. We got it. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna need at least 6 probably. Because, so the only thing I really need is refueling, repairing, universal cartographics, and Vista Genomics. And I think those 4, because I don't need outfitting for now. I can always do it later. I think for those 4, I need to have about 5.5 to 6 billion, roughly. Right. We are here. So the gold is a pretty good. That's a 44,000 per unit. Palladium is 47,000 per unit, and then the silver is 33,000 per unit. So that's interesting, right? Because it tells me just to take all the silver, but it still has gold. So it's way better to also take gold, also take palladium. You can make even more that way. It's actually, I did not realize that at all. It's actually not a bad mechanic to, yeah. It's actually kind of nice. Alright. We got 5.54. We're 100 million further after 20 minutes of streaming. So that should 22 maybe. So that should be roughly 300 million. And also died once, so if anything, that should be about 300 million an hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's get out of here because last time I got killed here. Makes loads can pay more, but only with the perfect data. It's often just easier to fill it with that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because it could also be that there's not, the gold doesn't pay that much. Maybe it's just low, maybe it's just a little bit of luck. I think there's actually a tool. Fleet Carrier Elite Dangerous Tool. I think there's a tool you can see how much Fleet Carrier will cost. So let's actually see. Fleet Carrier Calculator. Yeah, okay, so it's a personal carrier. It has no shipyard, it has repair, refuel, it has Vista Genomics, and it has Universal Cartographics. That's 5.4 billion credits. If I take the repair away, yeah, that's only 50 million. Refuel is only 30 million. Universal is 100. And Vista Genomics is also 100 something. 150. Dude! 5.4 billion is not bad. That's all I need. That really is all I need. And also, of course, I need tritium and stuff. So let's say I do 10 jumps per pair. For 10 jumps, I need... How much do I need for that? Like 10 million or something? I think this is very doable. If we have 5.4 billion, 5.5 billion, I think we can do it. So we have two options. We either do 2 hours of this and then we sell like a big ship and then I'll have it. Or we'll do 2 hours and then I guess I'll do more hours later. I think I'm gonna do that. Might already buy it though. Listed numbers. Cartographs not so much because they charge 25% surcharge and expiration data turn in, including any you turn in. Oh, what? Do you have any alternate tunes or just your main account? No, I just have... This is it, man. This is all I have. This is my account. I just have one account. There's plenty of grinding for me, to be honest. One account. Yeah, so let's say 5.5, right? 5.5 roughly. Probably a little bit more, but so we just need 1 billion. Alright. Did I not? Am I actually losing my mind? Did I not buy cargo? Did I actually forget to buy cargo? Wait. I'm looking back now. I sold it. I sold my stuff. I sold my stuff and I just flew away. Jesus. I'm actually losing it. What am I on? What? That's something else. Yeah, you're right. I was just being too busy with other stuff than trading. It's all right though. It's okay. It's all so close, and we're gonna sell some stuff from the Links highlighter anyway. So we'll make some money, so to speak. Yeah, so if I don't take Universal Cartographics, let's say I don't take it at all, then it's 5.2. So that's kind of the question. The bar is worth it because you can dump 1,000 mets there and sell any other to another command. Oh, really? Oh, right. Yeah, I think I did read about that, actually, when I was looking up. Okay, so the bar, but the bar is what? How much is the bar? Dude, the bar is 200 million? Dude, the bar is more expensive than the Vista Genomics? That's wild. Why is the bar so expensive, man? You're telling me the bar is more expensive than a whole refuel system? 4 times as expensive as a refuel system? Alright. It be what it be. But then again, for the exploration trip, it might not be worth doing it, you know? I can always get that later. And we have plenty of time to make some money. You know, we'll also make the money for the community goal, of course. If you're going into the black, you can make it back with a few FF straight. That's what I'm saying, man. That's so... Should I even... Yeah. Alright, here we have the Lynx Highliner. This seems a little random that I'm doing this now, but I'm actually doing this because I'm not going to sell the vessel, but I'm going to sell this, for example. So we're just going to replace this with lightweight, and then we're going to sell a 60 million. Woo! Well, there we go. 60 million. Can you believe that? Can we actually... No, okay. That's sick. So that's 60 million as well. Extra. So now we're at 4.6. And then let's buy silver. Gold. Oh, palladium. And a little bit more silver. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see. If you drop cartographics and add bar, it's another 100 million. Drop cartographics and add the bar. Right. So, but now we're for 5.44 billion. But if I drop the bar, it's 5.24. Yeah. You know what? For 200 million, I might as well just put the bar in, put universal cartographics in, then it's 5.6. You know, what's that extra hour anyway? Like, once I'm already there, once I have 5.4, 5.5, I might as well just do this for another hour and then I can buy everything. Whatever. But the 25%, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the 25% for cartographic is pretty sick. That's a lot. You might as well just save everything and then sell it when you're back in the bubble. If you know, it is risky though. It is risky. You might as well. And we're back here. Go to the hub. There's a lot of fleet carriers here. Dude, you can take over the convo. That's all good. Buying it's the easy part. The modules and understanding weekly maintenance is learning curve. LMSRC video covers everything great. I might actually have to watch that video. Fleet carriers is kind of a new place for me, even though they've been out for what, 5 years now, 6 years. So I should actually have them, but yeah, the weekly upkeep is 14 million if I do this, and 14 million. So monthly 60 million. So that's actually, it sounds weird, but it's actually not that bad because I definitely play every month. Like I can do one cargo haul, like an hour of cargo hauling, and I'll have 3 months of, at least 3 or 4 months of fleet carrier upkeep. So, but then again, we do also have tritium and stuff. I get that. Am I gonna do a double loop of shame? Is it that time of the year? Nope. Oh! That's actually sick. That was actually kind of sick. I'm sick with it. Shit.
Access permitted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 3-2.
Sorry, I have to, that's, I knew it. 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 Not today, though. Not today. Why is the station is shooting me? Oh, okay. Not today. Whew. I always find this so weird. You know, because the station's still talking to me like, oh, just like, you know, take your time, go inside, nothing to worry about. And then, but also the security is shooting at me, the station is shooting at me, everyone's shooting at me. I always find that, like, really, I don't know, almost immersion breaking. Alright. Alright. That's a nice run you got. I got the meta part of the... Yeah, man, it's a pretty good commodities run. 40 million if you stay in one spot, or else it's an additional 100,000 upkeep per jump. So per jump it costs 100,000 upkeep, and then also the tritium. Is that what you're saying? So the tritium plus 100,000 extra. You know, but the money is not really the issue. I'm not super rich or anything, but it's like I can make 300 or 200 an hour without like a lot of issues. So I don't think it's gonna be a big issue. And worst case scenario, you know, if I'm gonna stop playing the game, maybe I'll sell it. I don't think I will. Can you sell it? I think you can. But I play this game all the time. Play it too much at this point. Oh, the bauxite is kind of running dry. But we can do one more, I think, and then we might have to look for a different station to fly to. Actually, let's do that right now. Search. So we still have to go to Calais Union, but now we go to Ecker City, which still has bauxite in it. Sounds like I can make a mint feeding your carrier folks treat you. Dude, if you can sell my carrier some tritium, of course. Be my guest. But first, I need a carrier. For some reason, this station hates me, man. I mean, I know why it hates me, because I'm different. But the other station never really attacks me. This one does. Oh, jeez. What was that? Am I getting a missile? Oof. I should probably install... Come on, don't... Oh, thank God. I should probably install point defense. Get some point defense in this thing. You'll be fine financially, but frustrated after nickel and dimes you after you drop 5 billion. Yeah, you know, I kind of get it in like, because it is like an actual like capital ship and stuff like that. But it's also a way for them to, you know, keep people playing the game and keep them coming back and stuff like that. I'm just really happy you can't buy credits with actual money, because if that was the case, then I would definitely say it's super shady. You know, because then it's like, oh, like you can, you know, you can't pay for your carrier, but you can, you know, literally buy, you know, 1 billion credits for $50 or I don't know. But that would actually be super shitty if they did that. But they don't. So as long as they don't do that, I'm okay with it. You know, because now it's a decision, right? You can. What I would actually like to see though, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I would actually really like to see a smaller carrier. So let's say the runner that they're making for operations. If you can buy something like that, you know, with 4 landing platforms, and it only fits like 4 ships. You know, there's people. You know, I wouldn't really need anything more. Like, if I can have, you know, 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large on a carrier, that's enough for me, honestly, for all my ships that I really use. And then, you know, they could maybe make the fleet carrier cost 2 billion or 2.5 or whatever. It's like a cheaper option. That would actually, I think that would actually be nice. A cheaper fleet carrier option. There's an in-game economy. When you spend your credits on fleet carrier, they removed from the game. This helped drop inflation of credits because PGS is complex and weird. Yes. That's true. Yeah. But then again, that's I don't know how much that absolutely impacts it though. Right. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see a smaller fleet carrier, to be honest. Because if there was like a 2.5 billion fleet carrier on the market that had like half of the spots or maybe even less, was a bit smaller, maybe you could only jump 300 light years or whatever. Like it's just like a cheapy version. Then I would have already bought it. Then I would have said, you know, whatever. Use Cyber a lot for return fill because empty's better than nothing. But it often adds another extra stop for me. Nice, yeah. Yeah, man, if we can buy our own runners, that would actually be sick. Like that's what I'm saying. If they would actually sell those runners as well as like small fleet carriers with only 4 spots, you know, it would actually be sick. Because honestly, I only play 4 ships. I play Panther Clipper. I mean, no, I play with every ship, but my main ships is a Panther Clipper, an Explorer, which right now is the Mandalay, but it will be the Beluga then. I have like a fun combat ship, which is the Cutter right now, but it was the Anaconda. And then I have a Type 8 for trading. That's it. 4 ships. And of course, I really enjoy making builds and making other ships. Oh, well, I also have a hauler, actually. But that's like more for gimmick anyway, and taxiing. But if they were to put a fleet carrier on the market with 4 spots, I'd be okay with that. Make it cost 2.5 billion or something. Fleet carrier light. And they could call it a ship carrier. There we go. I should work at FDEF, I think. For anyone just joining the stream, welcome. We are doing trading. It's basically trade-in chat.
Ship is on the ground. Ground crew dispatched.
Just hanging out, doing some trading, making some dough to buy a fleet carrier eventually. And we're almost there, really. Bauxite. There we go. Now we are buying again the gold. Okay, the palladium, bloop, 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 and then the silver.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right, and we have to go to Acker City, which is, I think, again the other location we were before. super close, by the way. Oh, also, I did a small change to my clipper from last time. I took out a 2H or 2D cargo hold for 4 tons of cargo, and I put in a Guardian FSD booster, which is nice because now I have 38 light years of jump range if it's empty, which is actually kind of sick. Boom. 10%, 3%, easy. That's the worst. I hate that. Actually hate that when that happens. Make sure you have to set up a miner, even a small one, so if the... Well, yeah, I know. I also have a miner, but I don't really do mining as much. It's fun, but I kind of prefer to just buy the tritium, I think. It's expensive, I know, but... Mining is fun, for sure. It's just not something I do. Maybe I should actually start doing it.
Frameshift drive charging.
They really nuked Palladium in the 5 years or so I was gone. Got back and it was 7, Moneymaker went away. I actually remember that too. There was like, for a while, there was a really good Palladium trading route. But all the Moneymakers right now are way better than 5 years ago, dude. It's a joke, really. It makes sense for the fleet carrier, right? For the fleet carrier, it's actually a grind. But for ships, I'm still convinced that, and some people are absolutely not agreeing with me on this, which is fine. But I think that they should increase ship prices. I think they should kind of adjust them to inflation at this point, because 300,000 or 300 million per hour, why do ships even have prices at this point? You know, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's, I mean, you know, 124 million for an Anaconda, 140 million for an Anaconda is a lot of money. It takes a long time to get if you don't know what you're doing, and if you or if you do know what you're doing but you're not, like, you know, using really good money making methods, or if you know, if you're new and stuff, and that's all good and that's all fine, but at the same time, if you're actually making 300 million an hour, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but I think you should probably increase the price a little bit at this point. You're gonna love your Type 8 because 70% of any colonized system you'll only have medium landing pads. I know. That's kind of why it's so important for me to have a Type 8, because, you know, the Panther Clipper's not really gonna be able to help me there. All right, I actually got a carrier question here. You probably know that, Tom. So, if I put a Panther Clipper on it, and let's say the Panther Clipper weighs 2,000 tons, and then I jump with the fleet carrier, does that weight increase, like, or decrease, like the does it decrease the range? Like, in other words, do the weight of the ships actually mess with the total weight of the fleet carrier? Is my question. Because that'd be pretty cool if that's the case. I hate it, and I love it. You know what? I love it too, because I'm making a lot of money, and I'm completely, like, it's really cool that I can, you know, make this much cash to buy a fleet carrier. So I'm like, at one point, I'm like super happy about it. But at the same time, I feel like the value of ships is kind of nullified by the fact that we can make so much more. You know, if you buy if you know, it can take you, for example, 20 to 30 hours to grind to a Panther Clipper, and then it also takes you 1 hour, literally 1 hour, to get the same money back. It's like so exponential. like being able to build or whatever. I like also know what it was like to struggle to make enough money for an Anaconda. Yeah, man, Sothis and Sales was the best moneymaker for a while, and that made like what, 10 or 20 million an hour, not even. It seriously, like, I think I had an Asp Explorer after like 30 hours of the game, 40, and then I was like, I'm gonna grind for the Anaconda, and then I figured out Sothis and Sales, and it took me at least 20 hours to get it. Probably more. It's also like 10 years ago, so at this point I have no idea how it exactly went.
Zorgan Peterson, Mike Tango. Mike, welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on Panther.
Alright, we are in Echo City right now. When we drop all this stuff, we'll have 4.7 billion. We'll always be almost be there. Massive flip indeed. Alright. If ships weigh 0 in the calculation, only what's in the FC cargo impacts your tritium use. Empty cargo costs less than tritium. Costs less tritium, but you can jump 500 light years regardless. Okay, but that's kind of weird, right? Because that's the opposite to what happens to ships, because if a ship is heavier, it doesn't necessarily cost more fuel. It just makes your light years jump range lower. And in a fleet carrier, it costs more fuel, but the light years jump range stay the same, which is fine, but it's just weird. But then at the same time, if I put a whole bunch of ships in there, the fleet carrier should be way heavier than it was. So I don't know. Yeah, even with my lower level of money, I'm still finding myself buying a disposable ship to shuttle myself around sometimes because I want to stage a freighter for doing part of fleet mission solo. Yeah. Yeah, I also understand how for, if you don't have a few billion, how then it's like, no, like the prices are good, the prices are okay. And I guess from that lens, the prices are okay, because I guess lore-wise or whatever, there's not a lot of billionaires in the universe, and then, an Anaconda is actually very expensive. Maybe? So you could look at it that way, and that's makes sense. But at the same time, I feel like the way of the speed in which you make credits right now is so much higher than it was 10 years ago, but the prices are the same, and that's weird. Because in real life, that would never ever happen. But I guess, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. We're not full, but that's fine. Whatever. Let's go back. It's not that big a deal. It's fine if it stays like this. It's just a little gripe. That's how it used to be, but if you look at specs on all the new ships, they defy gravity and specific, physics, for sure. But not only new. If the hull of an Anaconda weighs 400 metric tons, I want to know what it's made of, because no fucking way, no way, absolutely no way. Whoa! What's the autopilot doing? Holy. So an Anaconda is a ship that's 150 meters long, and it's like, oh my god, I am actually not okay in the brain right now. What am I doing? What am I on? Alright, we're good. Yeah, Anaconda is a massive ship, 150 meters long, 60 meters wide, 30 meters tall, whatever. Absolutely insane. And that thing only weighs 400 metric tons, which is absolutely unbelievable. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know, if I if I take a Artie Burke class destroyer, right? That thing weighs, it should say somewhere how much it weighs. The draft. So the displacement is 10,000 tons, and it's 155 meters long. But also, it's way less wide, right? Because the Anaconda is super wide and super tall. It's like a brick. So the hull mass should be at least 20,000 tons. How is it 400? How? Futuristic tools? Futuristic materials? Doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's more of a metric that it's just like, I think it's more of a like in-game statistic that doesn't actually make sense than it's actually something realistic, to be honest. It's like you have to struggle up to your first bill. Once you get there, you rip it off. Yeah. Yamix can be over the top, but he does a great job about talking about rate ratios, trust and power. Game physics, catch gravity. Yeah, but that's also like if you're on a planet with a lot of G's, like how is your body actually taking those G's? Because your ship is, you know, staying still, so it's somehow it's like taking the G's. So you're also taking the G's, right? How does that work? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And yeah, Yamix can be over the top. I think he makes great content though. I think his videos are cool. He's got a different style than I have for sure, but I think he makes really good videos. He's also been around forever, by the way. We've been actually 50 minutes. We're not yet on an hour. I should actually put a timer on, maybe. There's these bots now that will just grab you and then we have power at them. Oh shoot. Yeah. It won't matter when commanders can't get their nomads off the high gravity surfaces in Achenar, for sure. But that's the thing, right? I mean, high gravity is fun in the game because it's like, you know, oh, like it's difficult to pilot my ship or whatever, but if you think about it, you know, the pilot, how am I standing on a planet that's, you know, 3 Gs? How am I doing that? Or 5 Gs. 3 Gs, I think I think we can walk on a 3G planet. Right? Probably. A lot of issues, but it will not be comfortable. That's one thing, that's for sure. Ooh. When I started the stream, this is like just kind of goofy, but when I started the stream, the temperature in my room is 22 degrees. So I'm from the Netherlands, right? And right now it's pretty warm in this country, but it's not that warm. Now it's 27 degrees because I got a Ryzen at my door, like everything's closed. And my computer, for some reason, when I stream and I play a game and, you know, I got the stream up and all my screens are on and everything, my computer, I can bake an egg on this thing. Holy shit.
Request approved. Please head directly for Bay 3-2.
Personal anti-grav devices are the only thing I could think of. We got artificial gravity in the ships. So I actually don't think we have artificial gravity in the ships. And I'm not 100% certain on this, but I don't think we have that. Because when you get, when you are on a station that's not turning, because right now the station is turning, right? And the station is turning because it's producing centrifugal forces to allow people to experience 0.8 G or something, so that it's still easy to move boxes around, but also to simulate gravity. That's why the stations are all turning around. And when you land on an outpost that's not turning around, so a smaller one, it actually says magnetic boots or something on. So your boots are magnetic, so you can walk, which is interesting. It doesn't look like that, but it is true. And I think that the ships have something like that too. I think your boots are magnetic. That's why you could, if you can walk in your ship. We haven't seen it yet. Frontier. Just saying, we haven't seen that. But I think that there's no artificial gravity. Because also, if you look at the inside, the floor is always made of steel. And I think that's because, not only because it's logical, because it's industrial, but also because the mag boots wouldn't work. Makes sense. But then the question remains, it must be some kind of weird alloy that allows for steel that doesn't rust or whatever, doesn't decay. Because this is not stainless. Because stainless is not magnetic. I'm sorry, I'm going way too far in this rabbit hole. We got an adder that's leaving, so we can jump out fast. Ooh, I had a lag spike there.
Reports of increased traffic surrounding the facility. Regulate your speed, Commander.
Alright, so we've been around busy for an hour, and we had 4.4 billion when we started, and now we have 4.7 billion. Granted, I died once, and also granted that we had 60 million out of a payment, so, or we sold something from a ship.
Have a safe journey.
So I think 300 million makes sense, roughly 300 million. So we could actually buy a fleet carrier today and then upgrade it later. We could totally do that. I think I am going to do that actually. One last consideration while you plan your trip into the black. Fleet carrier jump 50-minute cooldown, 1-minute jump, 5-minute cooldown, and repeat. On the way to Colonia is 11 to 20 hours of jumps. Yeah, that's I know. So that's why I'm actually debating, or that's why I didn't want to go too far. So I just wanted to do like 2,000 light years of jumping with the fleet carrier, and then let me see. Yeah, and then I will continue with my exploration ship after. I believe that it will come. Personally, I understand wanting to dedicate dev time to things that directly connect gameplay versus cosmetic, because that's how to view ship interiors. So ship interiors is really interesting because I actually made a video about it 2 days ago, and I think it will be released. I actually don't remember when I set that up to go live, to be honest. Give me a sec. That will be released 7th of June, tomorrow. Yes. And So the 8th, actually. The 8th of June, Monday. So, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I actually made a video about it because I want to talk about it a little bit. I really think that there's an easy way to make ship interiors in this game. And I'm kind of explaining it in the video, so I won't really go into details here. Because I might as well actually. But I think the way this game is built, in my opinion at least, I might be completely wrong, but you know, the ship is a movable object. You know, it's not static. It's like a thing that moves. It's a thing that interacts. So building a level inside a movable object with collisions, with everything, multiplayer, people walking around your ship while you're flying, that's never going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen because it's so much computing and it's so difficult to get that to work. Look at Star Citizen, you know. It's really difficult to get that to work. I don't think they're going to do that at all. However, what I do think they might do is making the journey from exiting your ship and entering your ship completely first-person gameplay. So in that sense, we would have ship interiors because you could, for example, land, get out of your chair instead of, it would say disembark, right? But then it would say get out of your chair or whatever. And then you would get out of your chair, you would walk to the to the exit. You would open a door, maybe there's like a path and there's an elevator. Elevator will bring you to the exit of your ship, right? So ship interiors, but very limited. I think that's actually, I'm pretty convinced it's going to happen because here's the thing. This is a movable object. So collisions in game development are absolutely ass to work with when the object's moving and there's like it's really difficult. So what they could do is, for example, you could walk around here. Let's say you walk to that door. I'm sorry, I'm switching between all these. You can walk to that door, and then door opens, and then as you land, it loads in a collision map and a level of the inside of your ship, limited, right? And then you can walk around it as long as the ship is landed. Because something cool happens in Elite when you land your ship. It's like the ship, and I'm not certain because I'm not the developer of the game, but it's almost like the ship turns from movable object to static object. Because all of a sudden it's completely still, and it can also float. Because if you land on like a weird hill, it will just like stand completely weird in relation to the ground. So in my mind, it's almost like it's a static object. And I think when it becomes a static object, you could, in theory, maybe change the collision map and get like an inside interior, and then you could get out of your ship and walk around, and maybe there's like a little, I don't know, area. But it's impossible to start the ship, leave the ship when someone's not sitting. I honestly think that's coming. It must be. You know, because the disembark button, the teleporting out of your ship to walk, is jarring. It's weird, right? It's fine for now, but it's not finished. It's just not finished. And I think they have to fix that. And I think this is the only way they can do that reliably. Alright. I believe it will come. Personally, understand that wanting to... Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so the space engineer's problem. They struggle with that. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If the ship is moving and there's so much stuff going on, other players could get a latency problem. They could clip through the ship. All of a sudden they're in space. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's too much of the engine is not built for it. I think it's too difficult to get that to work. So, and that's personally what I think. And then, if you look at the ship like this, so if I can go to the camera. If you look at the ship like this, it's completely static. It's like still. If this was ground and it would be like slanted, the ship would still be standing still. It wouldn't fall down. It's like now the ship is still. It is like a structure. It's like an object. And now I wouldn't see why this door can open and there's like a room behind it with an elevator going up and all that stuff. But all that stuff loads out once the ship starts flying again. It's like turns into a different object. I honestly think that's... I'm going way too deep into this rabbit hole, by the way. I should probably just focus on getting stuff sold. But I think it's interesting to talk about. And that's why I made that video. So, that's coming.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I think as long as the speed is 0, I should be able to move. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, that's I'm sorry for that. My dog is downstairs and he's seeing something, and he does not like something. He doesn't like other dogs, he doesn't like cats, there's nothing that is allowed to be in front of my house.
Integrity compromised.
I'm cool with teleporting out. In fact, if they make a way I have to walk out, I would like to have the option that I can still disembark from my seat. Okay. Alright. That's fair. That's fair. Like, that there's 2 options. You can either just, like, teleport out downstairs, down to the exit, or you can walk. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. I personally would prefer to walk. Although this ship is quite big. But like the cool thing with that is that if you have to walk, if there's no option to teleport, the good thing about that is that then smaller ships become more interesting to buy for exobiology and for other things that make that that you want to get out of your ship quick. Because then it's like a downgrade to have a big ship because you have to walk so far to get out. So I think that's actually a pro in a sense, because then you would could take that into consideration. But then again, at the same time, but then again, at the same time, it's also a game, right? And it has to be fun. So making it inconvenient just because it's also not really a good idea, maybe. Oh man. 4.744. We're almost there. We're almost at the carrier. They added a teleportation feature to No Man's Sky. From the bridge we had to walk down to Angle before. We lost a bit of something when it took away that walk. If it's optional, no one can complain. That's also true. Make it a upgrade to your ship. Teleportation. Now that would actually screw up the whole game. It's like, wait, teleportation is a thing now? It's like, it's convenient, right? It's nice. So I got a really weird example. I love the game Mountain Blade, Bannerlord, and also the original Warband. And I don't know if you know it, but I love that game. And in that game, you have the option to go to towns in medieval times, and then you can either use the menu to like quickly buy stuff, quickly do things, go like hire mercenaries, quickly talk to lords and everything like in a menu, or you can go into the town, walk to the lord, find him, ask where he is, walk to him, talk to him in person. And it's super convenient that they added that menu, because otherwise things would be so annoying, because you have to walk to the merchant, buy stuff, you know, walk to the other merchant, buy other stuff. But at the same time, it's like kind of immersion breaking too, because you just gotta. You're only working in menus. You're just playing in menus. Everything's in menus. So I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a form over function, or function over form. Kind of depends.
Sorgan, Peterson, Mike, Tango, Mike. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking. Request approved. Proceed to Bay 2-4. You are approved for automated docking.
All right. Where do I actually buy fleet carrier? Colonia, but I'm not gonna fly to Colonia. Search nearest. Where do I?
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete.
All right, I'll have to look that up sometime.
Greetings, Commander.
All right. We are in Caledonian once again for the 600 million time. And we're gonna sell the bauxite, and we have 32 million extra, and now we're gonna buy the gold again. And the palladium. And the silver.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright, man. Have fun and enjoy. Enjoy the game. Take care. 07 Commander. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. We have to go back here. Now. Is that true? I think that's true. Some people want the long walk, that roleplay experience. Some people want functionality, accommodating both, and elite happens all the time. That's the beauty. You know what? Yeah, it's completely fair, man. They should probably add both buttons for sure.
Disengage from landing pad.
For sure. I think if they add the button to get out of my chair and walk to the exit, I'll most likely do it every single time. Because I don't know. It's just fun. I think it's fun. Or maybe it sucks. And then I won't. Oh! 7%. Alright.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
So again, where do I buy the fleet carrier? There should be an era. On Kepler Gateway there should be one. But I just want to see it in an era. Where do I see that? Nearest station. Station services. Fleet carrier vendor. Yes, sir. Right. Okay, we got one 50 light years away from here, so that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So if we do a little bit more of a grinding and we get a little bit of maybe we sell some more stuff, then we can buy one this stream. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe it's both fun and it sucks. You know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Actor City. Oh. How close are we to Elite 4? Almost Elite 4. We're going to be Elite 4 tonight. Hell yes. We're almost there. $200 million we need. I'm just like thinking, like, where can I get 200 million? Because there is stuff I could sell. I could, for example, sell my Caspian. But then again, I would like to take out the FSD drive because it's engineered and that's just not worth it, you know? I have to fly it here. It takes 2 hours to get it here. So that's just not worth it. How much is the... Oh. I'm wondering... How good is the 140 still? We're almost at tier 2 though. That's pretty nice.
Peterson, Mike, Tango, Mike. We are happy to have you, Commander. Please note that all station services are at your disposal. Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 2-4. Automated docking initiated.
Did you know that if you trade in a team, you get 5% of your team members' profit as long as you're at the same starport? What? That's crazy. You serious? Damn. It's like 15 million on 300 million then. Extra. So if you trade with like 4 people, you can make some actual... That's actually... big increase then. Or maybe it doesn't stack. That's so cool, I wasn't aware of that.
Commander, reduce your speed immediately.
Awesome Scout! Love to see it. I always thought it's such an unconventional take. I always thought that Osp Scout looks really cool from the back. I said, oh, going first. I always thought it's such a cool ship to look like the way it looks. So for anyone just joining, welcome to the stream. My name is MT Major, and I am doing trading so that I can buy a fleet carrier, and I'm going to be able to buy it this stream, I'm sure, because we are really close. It's going to be completely empty though. We're going to need to do a lot more stuff before it's going to be worth it. Trade 4! Hell yeah. 84, I mean. 4.8. We actually have administrative contact. We actually have a little bit of bounty vouchers. That's not here, that's in the other station, I think. Alright, here now we have to buy the bauxite. And go back. Okay, one more elite trade, one more trade rank, and we'll be elite 5. Will be maxed, which is pretty sweet. It goes very fast if you're doing this. If you're doing this end game content here. Alright, thanks man. Appreciate it. Oh, we keep doing that. So for anyone who is in the stream and wants to join the Discord, there is a link on my channel. You can join the Discord if you guys want to. It's just it's nothing special, by the way. It's just a goofy Discord. But we do yeah, just a Discord for the channel.
You have left the no-fire zone. Have a safe journey.
So here is, I just wanted to give you guys the Discord link. You guys can join it if you guys want. And we're building up a little community over there. Now that I'm doing more Elite Danger streaming and all that stuff, I just wanted to put a little bit more effort into the Discord as well. And it's very small, but it's fun. So you guys are more than welcome. Right. Some more people joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Elite 4. In your continued fantastic successes, the Pilot Federation has awarded you the rank of Elite 4. Thank you, Pilot Federation. Appreciate that. Thank you, very secretive, elusive organization that's called the Pirate Federation. I wonder how much money I actually made in total. Wow, that's actually kind of wild. 600 million in one transaction? That can't be right. 4.9 billion credits have been made in trading. That's about the money I have right now. It also made 129, 120, 57 here. I spent 3.2 billion on ships. 5.4 billion on outfitting. Dude, I lost so much money somewhere. Unbelievable. Not a lot of mining done. Exobiology, how much money did I make with that? 1.1 billion. Wow. It's a lot of more money to be made with exobiology for me. I'm not elite with that yet, but I will be after the trip, for sure. Same with Explorer, maybe. Nah, probably not. Explorer takes a very long time. Combat takes long, man. Jeez. But I'll get that triple elite one day. Alright. I must say streaming while doing trading does make it a lot less monotonous. Because this is really monotonous. And I usually watch YouTube videos or listen to music or do that kind of stuff. Streaming does make it a lot more fun. Oh.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright. I've lost track on how many trips we've made by this time. It feels like a lot of trips.
Docking complete. Grind crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
I'm most welcome. Alright, so we sell that. Now we buy all the... I noticed that the palladium doesn't really pay, so let's just get the gold and the silver. And I think we should do 2 more trips or something like that.
At maximum
And we can probably... I mean... That's the thing, right? Other than that... I think there's still a little bit of money in this. 18 million. I think it's like 14 million in this thing if we so that's not really gonna make a dent. The only thing we could sell to make this go faster if we wanted to would be the Exo Pegasus. But again, I don't want to redo this. And also the 5H Guardian FSD drive, I need that for the Beluga. I don't want to go and buy that somewhere else again. This would give us enough. You know what? Let's just continue the grind here. I'm just so done doing this, man. Because off stream, I've been doing quite some trading too. Okay, and if we do it like this, and then we boost. Oh, perfect. Let's make sure we actually got our stuff this time. Unlike last time. Oh, huh? I guess I didn't plot the route yet. All right.
Ready to engage.
Oh, it's just a 9. Let's go to accuracy. There we go. I can overcharge just a little bit. I think we're gonna overshoot it. Yeah, way far. That's right, still faster. All right. It's always the downside when you're close to a planet like this, because it's really making it go a lot slower. That's right, that we are here! Acker City, however you want to pronounce it.
Sorgan Peterson, Mike Tango Mike. We are happy to have you, Commander.
Mike Tango Mike.
Services are at your disposal. Request approved. Please head to
I always wonder what those, like, what are they referring to? Mike Tango Mike. It's not the Panther Clipper, right? It's maybe chassis number or something. Mike Tango Mike MT Major. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Hull integrity compromised.
You are approved for automated docking.
Yeah, right? Let's say it's the first three letters. Mike Tango Mike. MT Major. Let's say it's the first three letters of your commander name. It would mean that they would have to do the whole NATO alphabet in all kinds of I mean, it's possible, I guess. 24 that's 24 words, I think. Wait, am I high?
Confirmed contact. Line crew dispatched. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
26. Jesus. Well, there you go. Juliet Echo Sierra. So if they say Juliet Echo Sierra every time, then, you know, I doubt it. This is just a coincidence. Coinky doink or whatever. Alright. For 5 million and 43 million. And now we buy the bauxite. And now we put that in the ship and then we fly back.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And we test it. Alright. 4.867. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old. Also, it's already last year's meme at this point, right?
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
Oh. Nice. Alright. Who else is with me? The Osp Scout looks cool from the back. It's a cool looking ship from the back. I think it is. And it looks like a cool UFO. I like the single engine in the middle. Please please tell it to my nephews. Are they still using it?
Clear of station perimeter. This is traffic operation. Signing.
Tell them an unk like me is saying that it's not cool anymore.
Frameshift drive charging.
Americans, man. Aren't you American? Right? Oh, we are the worst. Nah. I like America, man. No, I mean, I'm not getting political or anything. You don't have to like a political system of a country to like the country, you know? there. I mean, I still like it. Okay. After this delivery, we will have 100 million left, and then we'll buy the fleet carrier completely without anything on it, because we are gonna put stuff on it, but we'll do that another time. I just want to have it. I just want to get it over with. I just want to buy it. I'm excited to buy it, so we're just gonna do that. I do want to have at least 20 to 30 million extra just in case I have to pay that right away. I don't know how that works. But what we're going to do is we're going to put only the refueling on it for now. And so we need 5.04 billion, which I think after half an hour we should have that without too much trouble. I can actually see if I can sell some more stuff. I do have some assets that I can sell, I think, because if I my market connector doesn't update the Inera right away, unfortunately, so I can't actually see how many ship modules I still have, but I should still have a whole bunch of ship modules that I could sell, like some extra, not too many though. I haven't actually, yeah. So let's take a look at that real quick. Maybe we can already scrape it together. So let's sell all this stuff that we have. Bauxite, 32 mil. We need 100 mil. So I think we can do that. I think if we are a little bit pragmatic here. Should I just sell the Caspian? I'm not gonna use it anyway. But the Nomad. But yeah, but I'm gonna put the Nomad on a different ship. The moment I'm gonna sell, I can always buy the Caspian back for free. It maybe sucks a little bit. You know what? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'll buy it back another time. I am going to lose a grade 3 supercharged FSD and a grade 3 reinforced shields. It's not that big a deal. Get it over with. Alright, we got enough money for the fleet carrier. 5.1 billion. Let's do it. Let's do it. We are going to fly to the place where we can buy one. Oh, this is so exciting. The place called McDonald's Settlement in Elcor. We should be able to buy one here. And it shouldn't be too far away, I don't think. 14 jumps? Are you kidding me? Oh, right, because this is still the old system that I was still is. Okay. Give me a sec here. Give me 1 second. And yes, we are going to outfit this fleet carrier completely with all the things we need, but just in time. This actually the closest place. We just 12 jumps, but it's still far away. Alright. Let's do it. 12 jumps and we can buy a fleet carrier, guys. Let's do it. Let's go. We're gonna do it. So the let's see. Yeah, so what kind of fleet carrier we're getting? We're getting one. We could, in theory, get one with repair and refuel. But then we'll have 10 million left. Which basically means we'll have to do trading right away tomorrow or something to make sure that we don't actually get bankrupt. Because the weekly upkeep is 9 mil then. Which I think is completely fine. I think is very doable. We could actually fly the fleet carrier here and do some trading. I think we can do that. So that's pretty sweet. So, without further ado, let's get the fleet carrier, bring it here, bring it somewhere, do more trading, and then outfit it with all the other things we want to outfit it with in the future. Come on, jump, jump, jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Clear of the station. Have a safe journey.
Alright.
3, 2,
Actually, it wasn't my plan to buy a fleet carrier today, but you know what? We're now here anyway. And we can gather the materials to upgrade FSD again. Or if we buy another Caspian. If we buy another Caspian. Because I like the Caspian. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't... I bought it, you know, with real money when it came out. Probably shouldn't have done that because I used it for maybe 3 days. And then I was like, you know what? No. Combat, I prefer the Anaconda. It's way better. And then, you know, for PvE at least. And then I was thinking, you know, I could in theory use it for exploration, but then I prefer the Mandalay or something smaller. Now that the Nomad's coming out, it's definitely worth getting a Caspian. But I'm gonna do the exploration trip with the Beluga because everyone's gonna use a Caspian. And if everyone uses a ship, I don't want to use it. I'm not a hipster or anything. It's just I just don't want to do the same thing everyone else doing.
System scan.
So I might as well sell it. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping like this always a little boring. Sorry guys for the boring stream right now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Frameshift drive charging.
This is like low-key one of the longest streams I've done, by the way. Usually I stop after 1.5 to 2 hours. But we're passing the 2 hours. I still want to, like, in the future, I still want to do, like, a charity stream one day. Like an 8-hour one or something. I'm going to absolutely be destroyed because I find that very difficult to do. But I think it's a really cool idea. It's been fun for sure, man. Thanks for hanging out so long. Appreciate it. For anyone, by the way.
Frameshift drive charging.
How many jumps do we need? 8. We're almost there. I'm excited for the exploration trip. It's gonna be cool. Even though the jumping in this game is kind of boring at times. I'm placing your slot where you were trading. Are you trading there right now? That's awesome.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm kind of wondering how much cargo you can fit in a cutter nowadays. If you fill it with all the pre-engineered slots. On their way. Not gonna walk away from 333 mil. Hell yeah, man, nice. It's such a good run. It's insane. I should have probably done one more or two more and then just, you know, take a little bit more money, but I've been doing this stream for 2 hours. I think I've been trading for 2 hours earlier today. I'm pretty sure I've been trading. I'm pretty sure I've been doing this run for 5 hours or something. Not just today, but like in the course of 2 days. And for some people that might not be a lot, but it's at one point it gets really boring. So I'm just happy I'm on my way to buy the carrier right now. 5 billion. A lot of cash. It's gonna be weird to see that I have less than 100 million on my balance. It's gonna be really weird to see. I hope I'll make this, by the way. 5 more jumps. I am not sure if I'll make it. I might have to refuel somewhere. Because I don't have fuel scoop on this. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I just make it. If everyone tests the trade dividends, I'd be happy to help you build your portfolio one at a time. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, sure. We can definitely do some wing trading one time. If anyone just joining, welcome to the stream. We're actually flying to the fleet carrier salesman right now because we're buying a fleet carrier because we have 5.1 billion credits. So we're gonna buy one with not a lot of outfitting on it. And we're 4 jumps away. And I think we're gonna make it with our fuel. I don't think we have to call the fuel reds or anything. That would be detrimental, to say the least. I must think of a name for the fleet carrier. A cool name. What's a cool name? You guys have any name ideas? I want to do something like Warhammer 40k. Maybe Warhammer 40k style would be pretty cool. Alright. I think we might make this. what should we call it? I like the Void Fortress or something. Crown of Terra. Oh, that's actually so sick. That might be it. Crown of Terra. Alright, we are here! We have such little fuel left, but we are here. We have to go to the Jacobi platform. And then Bringer of Gold. That's pretty cool too. How far are you away from buying a fleet carrier? How much money do you require to buy one, let's say? Okay. I think we can do a little bit of... Okay, probably not. That's too risky. $3 billion. Okay. Alright. That's definitely doable. When I started this last week, was it last week? 1.5 weeks ago, I started the grind officially. I had $2 billion. So I did $3 billion in about 1.5 weeks with this trading, with constantly looking for the best trades. And I also, to be honest, I also sold roughly $500 million, maybe 600 million worth of ships / modules, etc. And I also had one community goal I got paid out for. So in reality, I think I only traded 2.5, maybe 3.7 bill. Okay, so $4 billion. Hey, but that's doable, man. That's doable. With the Panther Clipper, you can do it. I'm sure of it. But then you buy one that's 6 billion, I assume. Nice, man. Then you'll probably have another bill, I think, right? Those are the best days to do this type of grind when you don't have anything to do. Just lose yourself in the Elite Dangerous universe for a night. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost at Jacobi platform. 1.2 billion tonight. That's... damn, man. 6 hours. 7. 6, 7 hours. Welcome everybody for joining the stream. Hope you guys are doing great. Oh geez, I'm going too fast. Or not. Nope. You did the math. Look, that's where they build them. Right there. Alright. Okay, we are going to do an auto dock. And as we do an auto dock, we're going to reminisce on the amount of time it took us to get this this freaking fleet carrier that we need. 6 years after the release of fleet carriers. When was it actually 6 years? Actually, I'm not sure. Let me Google that real quick. When were fleet carriers introduced in Elite Dangerous? That was in June 2020. Whoa, that's wild, man. Actually, almost exactly 6 years after they were introduced, I'm buying one. It's not life. Hey, Tatsumi, how you doing, man? Ah, dude, no worries at all. Mekon is a great content creator, man. He is so skilled with Targoid hunting. I can never ever reach that level. I don't think. I'm having trouble dealing with scouts. I'm not the best axe hunter. That's pretty sick. Hope you're doing good, man. I'm actually right now going to buy a fleet carrier as we speak. We got enough money.
Touchdown confirmed.
I'm watching all Jurassic Park movies and playing games all day. Dude, dude, actually, that sounds amazing. That's actually blessed. Alright, let's, oh, we don't have anything to sell. What am I doing? Squadron Carrier Fender, oh my god, are you kidding me? Wait. We don't need Squadron Carrier, we need Fleet Carrier Fender. Alright, Fleet Carrier. 4 small, 4 large, 4 medium, 8 large. Again, they should make a smaller version that costs less. Buy Fleet Carrier. Oh, this is awesome. We are going to call it... We are going to call it the Crown of Terra. Crown of Terra, which is a we can't actually change the ID, I don't think. Which is the you know, a Warhammer 40k reference there for the viewers. You've been busy, yeah. I've been busy. Oh, look at that. We got it. I need a lot more money than that. I'm aware of that. So, actually had a whole conversation about that fact earlier today on the stream. So, we now got 107 million left. So essentially, I actually made the calculations and everything. Right now, I'm going to, let's see. I did the calculation on the fleet carrier calculator. So right now I want the refuel repair. So only the refuel will be on it for now, and then I'll have 60 or 70 million left. Maybe the repair also. I don't know. We'll see. Eventually, Universal Cartographics will be on it. The bar will be on it, and the Vista Genomics will be on it. That's it. So I just bought the fleet carrier because I wanted to buy it because I've been grinding so much for it. But I will be tomorrow, I think, or day after. I'll probably have to grind for another few hours to get like another 500 million or something, so that I can outfit it the way I want. And then the plan is to take it on a exploration and do a lot of exobiology to kind of like get a lot more money and then be able to sustain it for a long time. So I'm aware of the amount of money I actually need. His little treat. Exactly. I've been doing this for way too many hours, so I just wanted to buy it. I just want to have it. And we're gonna check it out. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna do everything that we want to do on it, and it's gonna be great. Your new carrier. That's a lot of zeros. That's a lot of zeros. Crown of Terra. That's such a cool name. A few days ago, I bought mine for colonization. And I looked at the prices for services. The credits stored in the carriers are used for blocks. Yeah. So I need like to be able to fit it with everything I want. I need another 500 million, and then also I want to have like 200 to 300 million extra, just to make sure that I can actually sustain it for a long exploration trip. Keep in mind though, I'm not actually going to fly this thing all the way. I'm just going to fly it like 2,000 light years somewhere else, and then from there I'm going to do exploration much further than that. It will be like an output, like a base or of operations. Crown of Terra, yes. Screenshot. All right. Awesome. We got our own fleet carrier. Now, all those ships that are flying around it, right? Those are system authority vessels, but those are not mine. Those are just authority vessels of the faction system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I looked that up. Indeed, you're right. So you do get a little bit of tritium, so you can at least do a little bit with it. But again, like I got 100 million left. It's not the end of the world. We'll be fine. I just need to do a little bit more trading in the upcoming week. And the community goal will pay out in 2 weeks as well. So I think we're completely fine. Carrier services, the Crown of Terra. Welcome to the Crown of Terra. Alright, so actually I've never done this, so I hope I can do it here. How does this work? Whoa, this is a lot of buttons and things. Carrier services. Refuel. Okay, so you need to put it on the carrier balance, right? So let's posit 85 million. All right. So I want a refuel station. So let's get the refuel station. Okay, so this is actually really cool. So I didn't look any of this up. I mean, I looked some of it up, but I didn't look all this up because I want to kind of just discover it by myself, even though I should probably know this, considering I have a YouTube channel about Elite Dangerous. But I didn't, so because I want to just kind of like discover it by myself, and I think it's fun to do so. And your own ships can refuel. Oh, so this is only for other people? Whatever. 1.5 million credits per week extra. Yeah. Okay. So next thing is repair crews, and then we need the universal cartographics, the bar, and the physiognomics. That's essentially what we need on this thing. We can make that work. Carrier livery. Now I know there's a few different types of carriers, like they can look different, right? So we have the layout. So you get a few different carriers. It's really cool, by the way, that they did this. At the same time, though, wouldn't it be cooler if these were actually 4 different ones you could buy with different prices? Maybe that's just like, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, but for example, this one could maybe have more landing pads than this one, you know? But whatever, doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna change that though. I actually really like this layout, the Drake class. Let's get a name pad on that though. There we go. And then we have a paint job. I do want a paint job. Don't have enough arcs for it now, but I will get a paint job at one point. I'm not sure which one. I'll have to look at this for one time. Probably be something serious, little Warhammer 40k like paint job. And we have landing pipe. Oh, cool. We can change that too. That's awesome. Engine detailing. That's cool. And the air traffic controller.
Happy to see you out there, Commander.
That's awesome. Alright, cool. Very cool. Even changed the interior, huh? You can already do that. Fault. Extraction. Research. Research look nice. Sick! Sick, sick, sick. Let's take a look inside the carrier. While we're here anyway. Budget. Yeah, so we have our budget. So here we can see... So what's this? You can keep a reserve percentage of fleet carriers balance to cover the weekly upkeep payments. Okay, so... In this case, the amount of money that will be used to pay this will be from the carrier balance. I'll just do that. Yeah, then I don't actually notice it myself, and then I just have to refuel the tariffs. Okay, guys, come here and refuel. That's all right. A little bit of margin on that. I'm Dutch after all, and we can also do the market. We can set prices and everything. Awesome, love that, love that. All right, I'm just gonna walk around. Tritium depot. Got some tritium in here. Very nice. Yeah, because I have outfitting. I also have refueling. Unavailable, unavailable. Maximum fuel. Alright, cool. Let's go to outfitting. So I have outfitting, which is nice. So I don't see why I should have to buy the outfitting system for me. Can anyone elaborate on that? That knows that? Why would you want to buy the outfitting for yourself? Because I assume other people cannot use outfitting. Maybe that's the main reason. Magnetic contact active. That's what I meant, by the way, earlier. There is. Nice! We got ourselves a carrier. Carrier stern. There we go. Command deck. This service is suspended. We got the command deck. This service is suspended. Yeah, we do need to. Very nice. Hey, we got a beluga liner landing on our carrier. Nice. Always welcome, beluga liners. And then we can do up there. We can do the jumping and everything. Very nice. Very cool. Alright. Others can use outfitting if you buy it. Okay, so outfitting is not something I'm going to install on it for now. His feet are going through the floor. Are you okay, ma'am? Escape pod. Okay. That's fun. Is this supposed to be... Oh. Wait. Is this supposed to be open? Like that? I don't think this is supposed to be open like that. Okay, we're just gonna pretend we didn't see that. People hanging out. Person floating. Not really. Surf suspended. Surf suspended. I didn't know you yourself could store ships, outfit, refuel, repair without buying them. So that's the weird part. I can't actually repair or rearm. I can refuel, but that's because I bought the thing, I think. But you know, I want everyone to be able to refuel on this thing, though. To be honest, the most annoying thing about finding a fleet carrier is that you land on it and then it turns out you can't refuel on it. That's like so lame. So my fleet carrier is going to have a refuel button for everybody. I don't think I'm gonna add the rearm though then, because I mean it's unavailable. Maybe because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get all of our ships over here and everything. And oh, there we go. Can actually deploy it as we speak. Boom. Your truck broke out of ammo. So we should actually just transfer all my ships over here. 12 million? I'll fly that. No, sir. I'll fly the big ones. Of course, this one we're not gonna do. And let's get that thing over here. Protector. Let's get him over here. We should probably also sell a bunch of ships. For now, it's nice to have all the ships in one place. Get my Cobra, get the Foe Hammer. Get all that stuff over here. I don't need this many taxis now. I think one taxi should be fine. I really think, because I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 taxis. I'm probably gonna sell a few at this point. And then I'll fly these 2 out myself. Alright! We got the carrier. Next thing we have to do is do a little bit more trading to get a little bit more money and then upgrade the carrier as we go. Other than that, I think that this stream is successful and done. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. 2.5 hour stream is officially my longest stream I've ever done. So I'm pretty, that's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As I said earlier, you can join the Discord. It's in the chat. I'll throw it in there again for people who want to join the Discord. No pressure. Don't have to. It's obviously just for fun, and it's not like the biggest Discord ever, and it's not that crazy. But if you guys want to do it, you can. Yeah, 07 Commanders, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.